Hey everybody, welcome back to another building video. So I've posted this on the gallery already a couple of days ago, I think, and I uploaded it on Instagram already yesterday, and I think I post now. Well, I'm voiceovering this in the morning, so I know I will be posting this on Twitter, but it's not like in this moment where I am. It is not yet on Twitter, but I am so excited to share this video because I'm really proud of how this turned out. And it's as you can read in the title, industrial gym. I really love it. It was suggested to me on Twitter ages ago, I think like 3 months or something, when I did a poll like, what do you guys want me to build? And someone came up with that. I thought it was amazing, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it, so I noted down. Like, I do note everything down that people suggest to me, so it's always like in my mind what people ask of me. And now I got a couple of more packs. I thought, yeah, let's do it right now. And I googled some pictures of this, and I found this really cool um, gym in a type of factory, and I really liked it, and I thought, okay, let's do something similar. So I got out all the bricks and I got some concrete and waved it around. I worked a bit with columns, and yeah, I'm so happy how it turned out. I don't know if happy is the right word, but I think it looks amazing. And yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope your weekend was cool. My weekend sure was alright because I went to the musical Cats and it was really amazing. Um, yeah, the rest of the weekend I learned and I learned and I learned. So, not that exciting actually, but yeah, let's go back to the build. So, what I intended to make was 3 levels. So, we have the regular level at the ground floor with a welcome hallway, I guess. And I wanted to do something like gates, but the gates did not work how I wanted them to work. And then we have some workout equipment at the first level, and on the second floor, well, some people call it the first floor or second floor, like there isn't anymore, but let's call it the first floor. I don't know. People will probably get mad if I call it wrong. But that is the area where there will be a dancing room and yoga and like a hangout place, I guess. And in the down floor are the dressing rooms and a boxing area. And here you see me go around making the build look a bit cooler because I liked the squareness of it because it was a factory and factories are never fancy. But I know that we really have a lot of like, I don't know, these wall decorations factory alike. I don't know, but I thought like I never used this, but it's perfect for a industrial kind of vibe. So I just waved them around, and the wall decoration that I did on the side, some people may think, what the hell is she doing? Well, when I was younger, I used to sport at this place at my school, which had on the side something similar to that. Only every part was a slightly bit different, like 1 inch different, I think, but it was a representation of movement. So it was a slow down movement. I think it's really hard to imagine, but like imagine 50 separate pictures, but all just 1 inch different. So you see a very slow motion, and these things remind me of it. But of course, can't change every little piece of it. But I thought it is a little hint to my childhood. But okay, I thought it looked cool anyway. It was a cool piece of decoration. But yeah, I always struggle with these parts where you have a open area looking downward. I sometimes always mess stuff up, but I had this idea like it is an industrial home, well, home build. Like I wanted to use these um, lights, and somehow in the beginning I was really not doing a good thing with it, but I eventually was like, okay, this will work. And I now see that one light is actually not in place. Oh, that's... Do some other people's builds, like who record their builds, so I guess YouTubers, have that when you look back at it again, it's really the worst because you see what you've done. You see what you've done. Oh, I hate it. So, in the front area isn't actually much. I first wanted to do the, how do you call that? Like the desk where you come in, where you know what, actually no, never talk to people, but it's still always there in case you are here when you are at the gym for the very first time. Um, that you have someone sitting there just, I don't know, minding their business. But basically, they always do what they want themselves. But I wanted to make something similar in front of the door, but I didn't want to go this far back in the build. And I thought like, yeah, I have these little cutouts, and as no one actually needs this version, we'll just make it here. Oh yeah, and what I'm doing here, some builders may or may not know this little cheat, but if you actually put down a little table and size it down, um, the surface where the computer goes on is still there, although it's small down, size down. So you can easily just size down the table, lift it up, and put a computer on it, and you can use it everywhere. And yeah, the little thing, the little black area that sticked out, I thought it was just a nice accent. So you have a little bit more detail. Like I was thinking about putting something of a brand, something with letters on it, but I thought, nah, it's not what I really looking forward to. And who uses these? How do you call them? Lights that stage lights ish, because I'm always really annoyed it's only facing one side. But I thought, okay, we have such a big space, we light up the walls, and then we can light up the middle part. But nah, I don't really use them in a house. You can use them to light up a painting or something, but it's not really convenient, really. I think they're beautiful though, but not convenient at all. So I am planning on doing more of these bigger builds. If someone has any suggestions on what big builds they want to see, just like the park, the lush garden that I uploaded, or something similar, just say it down below, man. I'm always down for some inspiration. Yeah, and this was maybe the hardest part of the build because I wanted to keep it industrial, but all the equipment is kind of modern. So the back of the area is actually orangey, so a more metally color, and I went for these running pads. I don't know what. Treadmills. Thank you. Running. that's okay. Well, those were not as styled as the rest, and they were a bit thinner, so I felt like, okay, this makes sense. A little more sheer and everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that is the most industrial that you could find. So here I'm adding all the windows in and making a dense hallway. And I really like, I think that the wood is actually the best matching with what I imagine on um, dancing floors, like this really smooth um, material. Like you can always use that, I don't know, that I don't even know what the material is, but it looks a bit like concrete, but it's really smooth. But I imagined that this would also be really smooth. And here I was like, okay, so here's the yoga instructor human simi thing, but I heard someone else using that in their builds, and they realized they shouldn't add all the yoga mats. What are they called? Like the little pads that they're doing their exercise on. I don't do yoga. I don't have any knowledge of that. But I thought like, okay, I won't put them down, but we see that the master version is right there. So it will be cool. They'll find their way. So now the downstairs. Like this was a bit of a challenge. I also thought it was very funny that one of the decorations that you could see it when we're in the basement. Sorry. It is really early in the morning. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here I separated the boxing area because I thought from real exercise we don't have enough. Like we have 6 treadmills, we have what is it, 4 or 5 push-up thingies with your arms. I don't know what those are called. Genuinely don't know. And then we have these. And I was like, okay, that's not enough. I want those boxing areas. So what I did was I brought it downstairs so all the aggressive handlings go down. And I just worked with a lot of windows so it is still an open space. But the smell of everyone isn't coming through. So I think it makes sense, but I don't know how much you actually see this in real life. But I was cool with it. And I wanted to have a very natural environment, just like upstairs, but upstairs has a lot of outside windows. So I worked with a lot of mirrors to make the space bigger, and I placed down some plants, I think. Yeah, and some seating areas to just give it a very open styled area. So here will be some very bright lightning, so it's just like the sun is coming through, and in the middle will be a couple of plants and some benches, and on the sides will also be some benches. But this somehow this area got a really zen feeling with, I think, is it the colors? I don't know, but I think it was a really peaceful moment. I also think I changed the flooring under the, yeah, I'm gonna change the flooring under the box balls because I think that when it looked fully metal it was a bit weird. So I changed the color of the metal so you know where the place is. I don't know if your box utensil, like if you can't see it already. But I thought it just give it a little more of a pop to the build. And here I'm just finishing off the hallways because I now have some inspiration how I could have done it else. Well, inspiration for the next build. But yeah, the last part is actually not that special. It's just me finishing up the clothing, dressing-ish rooms, which actually took me a lot of time because I wanted to get it just right and really styled. So it takes up a couple of minutes. But I hope you are enjoying this video. If you do, let me know down in the comments. If you haven't already, I would love if you subscribe because I'm heading close to 100 subscribers and I'm really proud of that. And I hope that before, well, I don't think the end of this month is really, how do you call that? A possible goal? Well, it's possible, but I don't think it will happen. But I think next month we might get a 100 subscribers. So I really hope that happens because I think it's a beautiful milestone. Every subscriber is special because somehow they like your content and want to be subscribed to you. So I'm really happy for everyone that is already here. I really love you. So if you have any suggestion for what I should build when I reach 100 subscribers, you can also let me know down in the comments. And next Wednesday, like if you saw my last video, I said next Wednesday is a very special collab. I was wrong. I thought it was next Wednesday, but it's actually the Wednesday after that, which will still be very, very special. But I got a bit like, oh shit, I don't have to build off. Haven't finished the build yet, but I still have 1 week, so I can make it extra pretty, extra special. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So what's up this Wednesday is a tiny build, which is a allegedly 7 by 7, but I actually took out some nooks and added those like squares, if you want to call it like 7 by 7 is 49 squares. Like I added some of the squares different places, so it all worked out a little bit more. But that will be uploaded Friday or Wednesday. I mean, a Friday will be a part of our next episode of the Let's Play. Last week the Let's Play went really, really well. A lot of people watched, so I'm so happy because of that. Because I thought not everyone liked it, but I got a lot of cool comments because of it. Well, because the Let's Play was cool. So I'm really looking forward to the next episode because I've really got some cool stuff in mind. I really want to get some skills going, get an arch enemy, and maybe look for another cat. But I want to adopt strays. Well, I need to adopt strays, and all the strays are out there are not really fitting into our strange family because Major Whiskers is amazing. Oh, too much talking. I'm already heading to the screenshots. Well, see Friday what's going on, alright? So here we see the final build, and I'm starting here with the downstairs with the little dressing rooms, and I think that turned out pretty okay. They're both symmetrical. They're symmetrical on both sides. And here we have the beautiful boxing area, and here we see the receptionist, how she's looking out on the gym. And here we see all the equipment with like touches of green, very nature vibe going down, and still very much industrial. The dancing area, the yoga area, and as last we have a chill area with some snacks and some sitting places. So again, I hope you like it. If you have, please leave a like, comment down below what you thought, what you would have done different, or if you dislike it, I don't know. If you want to say it, come at me. I hope to see you Wednesday for a new house build. Bye guys!